Hi, this is Lara from Not Enough Knitting. Today I'm going to show you how to work the double chain cast on. Now this has become my favorite cast on. I love the look of the edge that it gives. It's the same on both sides. It's a smooth knit edge. And I use this in a lot of my patterns. So I decided that I would do a tutorial on how you do this cast on. To get started with this double chain cast on, we're going to need a set of needles, or a needle. So I use circular needles, but you can use straight needles. It's totally up to you. And you'll need a crochet hook. So to start, we're going to create a slip knot, and we're going to slip it onto our needle like so. Now, in some cast-ons, this slip knot is part of the cast-on, but in double chain cast-on, we don't count this slip knot as a stitch. So you can do this two ways. You can, when you have your stitches on your needle, you can count the slip knot, and then you would have to add one more stitch. So you have, for example, if your pattern required 10 stitches, you would have 11 stitches on your needle. And the reason for that is at the end of the row of row one, we're going to take this slip knot off our needle and we're going to let it go. So we don't want to use this as a stitch. Or you can cast on the required amount of stitches and ignore this as a stitch so that you wouldn't count it when you count your cast on stitches. So to start our cast on, we'll take our crochet hook in our right hand and our needle in our left, and we'll put our crochet hook underneath our needle. And then we're gonna hold it firm with our thumb and our forefinger. And then we're gonna take our right hand, grab our working yarn, and we're gonna wrap it around both the needles. Then using your crochet hook, you're gonna grab that piece of yarn and we're gonna slip it underneath like so. And now in order so that we don't have a tight cast on, you're gonna pull that stitch just a little bit so it's loose. And then we're gonna do the same thing. So slip your crochet hook underneath your needle, hold it tight, take our working yarn, wrap it around. And now this time we're going to grab the yarn, go under the needle, and then also through that piece of yarn there. And then we're gonna pull it a little bit so it's not so tight. We'll do the same thing. Secure our needles, wrap our yarn, pull underneath and through. And then pull it a little bit looser. And then wrap around, grab the yarn, and again. And we'll continue doing this until we have the required amount of stitches. So if my pattern called for 10 stitches, I can cast on 10 and then not count the slip knot. Or I could have 11 stitches on my needle and then that would be 10 for my pattern. So let's see how many I have here. I'm gonna go with 10. So this time I'll count the slip knot. So I need 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 10, so I need one more. So I have one stitch left here. And what I do is instead of just slipping it onto the needle, I grab the working yarn and I create another stitch like so, and then I slip it onto the needle. It makes it a lot nicer of an edge when we do it that way. Then it matches the rest of the cast on stitches. Okay, so now we're on our first row. So if my first row is knit, I'm going to knit the first 10 stitches. 1, 9, 10. Now I have my slip knot left. I'm just going to slip it off and pull it off like so. And now there are my first 10 stitches with this double chain cast on. So give it a whirl.